Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Camping Crew Outdoors. So before we get started, just take a second to admire the view. It's a new studio, and I believe it looks pretty sick. All right. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's go straight to the video. So, a lot of people across the U.S. believe that when their bow season ends, deer management ends as well, and that's just a stupid thing to think, okay? So in this video, we're going to touch on the topics of keeping minerals out, keeping your trail cams out, and also doing some deer surveys, okay? And we're going to teach you how to do those. So we hope you enjoyed this video, and tune in next time.
So as far as what to use and how to use it, okay, well, I love Trophy Rock. I'm partial to them, I'm sorry. Their products, I've just seen tons of results from tons of people, including myself on my own property, and so I've been using them pretty consistently. This is called 465 by Trophy Rock, and basically it's their original, a lot of you have seen their original Trophy Rock. It's just basically crushed up, and what this means is the name is you're supposed to use it 4 seasons out of the year, and it has 65 trace minerals in it, hence the name 465. So how do I use this? I put it on a rock, and you've probably seen a lot of people do that, and there are 2 reasons in my head that make the most sense. A, if you're setting this up on a path like I usually do, you don't want a deer tearing a hole in your path, so when you're driving through there on your truck, you hit that big pothole, that's just not good. You don't want to get stuck there, so that's one reason you don't put it on a rock. Second reason is that if you put this straight on the ground, it's going to leach in the ground extremely fast, and you don't want that to happen. So if you put it on a rock, it's going to actually leach into that rock into the ground a lot slower, and so it's saving me money in the long run, and it's also allowing the deer to get more minerals in their system without diluting it, with dirt and stuff like that. So those are my reasons, and that's how I use it, and it's been pretty successful for me. So give it a try, guys. So as far as keeping your trail cameras out in the late season, why would you do that? There are 3 main reasons that I do. The first and the most important to me is figuring out my deer's health. Are they healthy? Are they sick? Are they fat, skinny? You got to figure those things out so you can adapt for that in the upcoming season. For instance, if you see that your deer are really skinny, you're going to have to realize, A, I'm going to either need more cover, or I'm going to need a better food source because they're not getting enough food, okay? And those pictures can really help you determine what you need to do in the upcoming year to better your deer herd. The second reason, you can figure out what deer are in your area, okay? You could have a buck you've never seen before that's just giant come in your area in the late season, and he'll be there in the upcoming fall season, guys. So you just gotta keep your eyes open for that. So that's another reason I keep my trail cameras out. And the third, which is kind of a selfish reason, I guess you'd say, I love seeing deer with one antler or a bloody pedicle because I know there's going to be an antler nearby, and I love shed hunting. Shed hunting is one of my biggest passions. After deer season, it keeps me connected with kind of hunting, if you want to call it that. But I love going out there looking for antlers, looking for dead heads, figuring out what's out there. So those are the 3 main reasons I keep my trail cameras out. I would highly suggest you do it because it will help you in the future year and the future upcoming season, actually. So give it a try, and let us know what your results are. Love to hear it. Thanks. Hey guys, so you heard me talking a little bit before about my late season deer survey that I do. But now I'm going to go in depth and actually show you some pictures that I have that are going to kind of explain why I keep them out there. Alright, so for our first one, it's actually a third point I made in the video beforehand, but you can tell with this deer, you can't really tell, is it a buck or a doe, alright? So what you can do on this program, which is Windows Photo Gallery, I love it. Great program, really easy to use, and it's free. You can actually crop this to where you can get that up close, right? You can see, yes, this buck does have a pedicle right here. So, and it doesn't have either antler, which means I have 2 antlers on the ground automatically. So that was what I was talking about, being able to figure out when your deer are actually shedding their antlers. All right, another thing. Once again, another buck with no antlers. So I have 4 antlers on the ground. Predators. You can look up predators, alright? You can figure out if you have a surplus of predators on your property or if you're actually balancing your deer herd out with your predators, okay? So that's awesome. This buck right here, did not know he was on our property, okay? I've never seen this buck in any other picture ever before, okay? He came in the late season, alright? And that's kind of awesome for me, because then just, lets me know there's another buck on the property that I can manage, and that's awesome. So I've covered 2 of the points, but what about the one about deer being healthy? How do you figure that out? Well, let's look actually at this photo. You can tell this is a younger deer, and of all the deer that probably have an issue, he looks like he'd be about a 1.5-year-old, judging by the actual place where his neck meets his brisket. And this is awesome, seeing a deer is really healthy this late in the season, okay? And you can just tell on all these deer, they're actually looking pretty strong, which I'm liking, all right? And especially for the bucks. The does are usually not gonna be actually as physically stressed as the bucks are, because the bucks have been running does all throughout the rut, which is one of the reasons that their body is actually downgrading from its original state before the rut. So those are some of the things I use on Photo Gallery, on Windows Photo Gallery, just to kind of help me out, figure out what I need to do for my deer herd for the upcoming year, and just kind of give me an idea of when their antlers are dropping, what bucks are in the area now, and how healthy my deer herd is. So I hope this helps you, and definitely, if you haven't already, start doing this stuff, figuring out what your deer herd looks like, so you can actually help it in the long run.